Michalski, I'm going to go off because he's much more handsome than I am.
Huh. Well, that's a nice compliment. Yeah, I'm speaking from a dungeon in California, but I'm still connected to these people through the magic of the internet. So we're going to do two sets tonight, and to you as well, whoever you are, the invisible people in our audio. Anyway, we're going to do two sets today. One of them is the inspiration comes from music, and it'll go from music to monologue to playing scenes. So that we'll treat the music as an audience suggestion. We don't know what the music is. Only Scott, who's going to play it for us, knows. And our second set is for you poetry lovers. We use improvised poetry for our lead-in. And I actually will give the inspiration for the poetry off of a book that I have next to me. And oh no, actually we're using music. I'm sorry. Again, we'll start with music. Music to poetry to scenes. And I guess that's all I have to say, except that you might hear my voice from time to time with what we call a side coach. And so just that's some voice from out in the atmosphere. So ladies and gentlemen, or whatever, let us move into our tonight's show.
When love was new, the world was too. Everything seemed fresh and sweet. But when love ran aground, the stars came tumbling down and knocked me off of my feet. The days were all gray and I was all blue. Not a thing mattered, not a thing to do. Wonder sometimes if I'll ever see the sun again.
Something that people miss without even realizing it is the stars. We live mostly in cities and suburbs where you look up and there's like one airplane, a helicopter, Venus, and maybe faintly you could see the North Star. But when you go out in the wilderness and you look up and it's a clear night, oh, you know what you're missing.
Yes, I know what you're saying. You're saying that civilization is killing us.
Man, it seems like you're like feeling discouraged about that thing.
Well, it's not a good feeling to think that the very reason that we're getting together is undoing our quality of life.
Look, we're out here, we're camping, we set up this nice tent, we've got our nice cook stove. I brought you out here to help restore your spirit, not to bring it down.
Huh. Camping. It's a funny word. It means it's like stopping and being where you are for now, and then picking up and over here I'm camping now. And so aren't we always just in one place now? Aren't we always just camping?
I hear you. I get what you're saying. Life is impermanent, but we're encumbered, man. We're encumbered with stuff. Out here is just a lot less stuff.
Uncle Bill, you sound like a hippie. I saw documentaries with people who talk like that.
I know. Those hippies, I think they got a bum rap. they were onto something. They were onto appreciating the life that we've been handed. And if it sucks where you are, you go somewhere else. Like here.
I kind of feel like Uncle Bill, like when you say to me, you say, man, man. It's like, that I don't know. And it's like you're assuming that I know, but I don't know. And it just drives a wedge between us. And it's like the lights, what it's doing to civilization.
Give me a break, Louis. Give me a break. I thought you kids liked irony. I was just hitting you with a little irony, I thought you kids liked it.
No, Uncle Bill, you can't do irony with a straight face. You need an emoji. We don't get it.
I never managed those. Look, I can see you're upset, and that is like the opposite of what I want to do. Okay, so let's just.
Is that a police siren?
Man, you can't get away, can you?
What kind of crime goes on in a forest?
Oh, man, I'm here and I know. I mean, you come out here and you think, we've gotten away from it all. Look, and there's like 3 police cars going by on what I thought was a walking trail. Excuse me?
Uncle Bill?
Yeah.
Did you bring hallucinogens? Is that why they're showing up?
Well, yes, but wait a minute. Somebody had to inform. Louis, you haven't been on your sort of righteous path thing again, have you?
I heard about paranoia in those documentaries too, Uncle Bill.
Hallucinogens help with that, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Let's try.
I'm
gonna hit the tent.
All right. Good night.
The stars came tumbling down and knocked me off of my feet. The days were
I'm skipping stones at the edge of the dark. A fog came rolling in quiet like a hawk. The river so smooth it could shatter with a rock. Felt like I was walking on water. Then the doctor's daughter came and dove right in. Lord Almighty, she's nothing but skin. I could turn my head, but she may never come again. She's filling the sky with her laughter. Annalie, Annalie, you're shaking the timbers, you're rattling the leaves. There's a full moon rising in front of me. Come and stake your claim in my memory.
It's like when you chase after something you think you really want and you need and long for, and you give up, and then surprise, serendipitously, the universe just thrusts it in front of you. And because you weren't planning on it, somehow it's easier to receive. Does that make sense?
So what you're saying is that it's like the pursuit of happiness when we're looking for those things outside of us. It's like when we're looking for our sunglasses and they're on the top of our head. As long as we're looking for them, they're not with us.
Yeah. Well, with us, not elsewhere. Like woven into the fiber of our DNA or maybe even our cells. I mean, like really permeating our being.
Yeah. I mean, here in a biotech lab, you'd think we'd be able to engineer some happiness into somebody's being. Spend our days just scraping petri dishes and
Yeah.
putting them in the incubator.
When we started out as lab partners, I thought we were going to do something big, Carl. I thought we were going to be the next, I don't know, Nobel or Madame Curie.
Well, we won't get into how she ended up, but it's just we pay our bills. We, chase that dream, have a house and a family and kids.
But Carl, I think that's what I'm maybe getting at without even realizing that I'm chasing a dream and I'm getting exhausted. Maybe I should just give up. Just give up.
Don't give up. I mean, we all feel encumbered at times.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like I think maybe I need an escape of some sort. Something to allow me to see the world completely different, like upside down and backwards and inverted all at once. Something hallucinogenic, maybe.
And the first thing that comes to my mind is like a hippie camping trip, but nobody does that anymore.
Did I ever tell you about my Uncle Bill?
You have not.
I'll save that for another day. But I don't know, just like chucking it all and living off the grid. Completely off the grid. No phone, no electric lights, no internet. What would that do if I could see the world just as it truly is before we started polluting it?
I know. Yeah. In theory, that sounds great until you're out there off the grid without your phone or without your comforts of life. And then you realize that you had the perspective the whole time. All you had to do was put your sunglasses on.
Maybe you could come with me, Carl. Come with me.
I would love to. Let's fuck out of here.
I'm gonna need you, baby, for more than you think. I'm gonna need you, darling, to reach the cups on top of the sink. And I may never see what is on the highest shelf, but I will only ask you sweetly, baby, could you help me up? Do-do-do-do. Could you help me reach the top? Do-do-do-do. You don't have to worry, baby, about the crumbs on the floor. The weather's not as nice down here, you can see a little more. But from this spot I understand I get the best of views. No matter where we go, boy, I'm looking up at you.
I got married and it was all about love and baby and sex and love and fun and you make the commitment and you never really know what that means, especially when you're young. You don't know what being married means, and it turns into your best friend and having to help each other out, turns into a business and running a house and having children and planning trips, and I just wonder sometimes where did that magic? What happened to that magic? What happened to that woman I married? That sexy young doll that's so beautiful and just so in love.
Yeah, listen, I remember going through all that. It's just this rough part in the middle. I see you're struggling. I see that. But at the beginning, there's this hot, sexy thing. And then there's the tough part you're going through. And then it's where I am, where you just help each other. You're used to each other. You like being around each other. You don't look like you believe it, but I'm talking from experience, man.
Yeah, well, can I call you Uncle Joe? Because you're Michael's uncle, but you came out here
Yeah.
to hike up, hike up
Hey.
the, hike up.
You know,
Hike up the
man,
volcano with me.
I'm happy to be anybody's uncle. Being an uncle is a sweet job. Sure.
All right. Well, I hope you don't look at hiking up the volcano with me as a job. I just thought I wanted to get away, maybe drop off the grid, and Michael said you're really good at it.
You know, I really
That's
feel
why I
like it's like woven into my DNA to just be out in the wilderness with people who want to be out there too. I'm cool with that. I didn't mean job that way. You know, man, I just meant it's a good gig.
Okay. Yeah. Like one of those hallucinogenic hippie gigs you used to play music for back in the '60s.
Yeah, those are good. I mean, it's nice when the audience actually has some sense of who's making that noise. But it was a good gig. I'm not complaining. And man,
I'm gonna come. Okay.
no, go ahead, man. What?
I'll just say, we're going up the volcano,
Yeah,
and you're saying it's a little rough in the middle, and
yeah,
sometimes it's hot and all of that about the marriage. And
yeah,
it's got a little sidetracked. But,
yeah.
I wanted to thank you for the advice. Uh,
No problem, man. No problem. I'll tell you. You get to a stage where the best thing you can do for each other is help each other find your sunglasses. You know, like, darling, they're on the top of your head. That's good too. You'll see. Let's
Yeah,
go quiet.
I knew you'd be good at marriage. I knew you'd be good at marriage advice since you've been married 5 times.
Yeah, but
You got a
4
lot
of them were
experience.
real nice. 4 of them were nice. Hey, let's go up, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
You guys, appreciate you finding me, but you didn't have to worry about me. I'm actually doing all right out here. The volcano keeps me company.
I'm glad you came up here. I'm glad. I'm glad we could all be up here. You guys know each other, I think.
What do you mean?
20 years.
20 years working together and all that. Well, and it's really nice of you guys to bring me on, Bring me up.
Carl, I'm finally glad you got to meet Uncle Bill. He didn't give you his drug name, did he? Did he call himself Joe?
Yeah, he did.
I told you.
Another Joe.
Told you I was going to tell you about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael.
Hey, look, I've been able to do some experiments out here. I found some raw organic material that makes a substitute ayahuasca.
Yeah.
If you guys are interested, it's just like it's a prototype. It's
Is this something you invented in that biotech lab you guys work in?
didn't invent it in a biotech lab, Uncle. I told you I just made it out here. I did this with my own two hands. I didn't need a lab. I didn't need electricity. I didn't need a Bunsen burner.
Hey. No, listen. Don't be insulted, man. I'm impressed.
I'm living off the grid.
Seriously, off the grid?
Off the effing grid.
How cool is that? I didn't know you had it in you. Wow.
Well, I can see that living off the grid has really calmed you down and kept you mellow. But I brought you some mushrooms. I think
Trust him. He's good.
Could splice them with the ayahuasca, make a new plant.
I don't need your stinking mushrooms. I make my own hallucinogenics right here with my own two hands. I don't need your store-bought material. I don't need your Crocs and your synthetic backpacks. You know what?
Oh man, Carl, can we get something into him that's gonna help him? Carl, what do you got in that backpack?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Look, I'm just a little on edge because to be honest, I lost my sunglasses yesterday. Pissing me off.
Oh, shit, man. Gonna get
So I was saying, man,
oh.
we eat these mushrooms and it's like a new pair of glasses.
Yeah, you're gonna be glad that you can see the sun. Believe me, he's got a
slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. Give me one.
No. It's a clear path up here. Like I made it up here. It's not slippery. Oh. Right. Okay.
Muscarinic. It will oppose the nicotinic receptors in our biology. Give us a
whatever you say. Whatever you say. You know, man. Whatever you say.
Pursuit of happiness.
Awesome.
I love you guys. Love you.
Okay, that's our first set. Let's get it. I don't know how this is done, but maybe we'll hear the applause through something. There we go. Very good. Excellent.
There we go.
Oh, we got a lot more people here than I thought. That would sound like a whole stadium. All right. So our next set is based on, we're gonna again. We'll start with music, and but we're gonna have a poet, and I don't have the poet's name, but maybe they'll inform us of their name. We have a poet-inspired set, and I guess I just leave it there, and see you in a few moments or a few minutes. Bye.
Woman, you better bow bargain. Woman, you better bow bargain. Da bargain. Da bargain. Try to go to church. Da you arguing. Try to go to work. Da you arguing. Woman, you better bow bargain. Woman, you better bow bargain. Da bargain.
So slow the Mississippi River flows through my heart as I so intentionally take your ruby hand in mine until we meet the voluminous, ecstatic yellow sands of Zanzibar all together. Before we know it, we crash. We burn, we do those things that every person yearns to do when fetal heart breaths whisper in the womb.
Need to hear you, Jacqueline.
We crashed.
We totally crashed. Everything's a wreck.
You seem happy about it.
It's not the most important thing. It seems important to you.
Thing. Stuff that happens.
We've survived the wreckage of so much. This is just another wash up. So we land on the shores of the Mississippi. Could be worse.
Yes, Sally, we landed on the shores of the Mississippi. It could be worse.
So we're missing a stockbroker meeting in New York.
Yes, we're missing the stockbroker meeting in New York, and that's okay. We could have been there looking at making all kinds of deals. I guess we could enjoy the sunshine.
It's gonna be great here at night. You know, people miss seeing the stars.
Yeah. The stars of the numbers going up as I'm not there to make deals.
This crash has hit you hard.
Yeah. It's hit me hard.
The stock market crash hit you pretty hard as well.
I don't do well with crashes.
Yeah. I'm thinking that being stranded here might be just what you need. You've been so stressed.
A crash is just what I need. I guess you're right. You've always been right. You're glass half empty, glass half full. You know?
Wow, I do believe this may be the first time you said I was right.
Really?
You said I'm always right.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm trying to show some humanity.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh. I actually am showing some humanity.
Oh man, it's the river. Yeah.
Woman, you better bow bargain. Woman, you better bow bargain. The bargain. The bargain. I try to go to church.
You look so thrilled.
I am beside myself. I have never been this excited. And it's all thanks to you.
Beside yourself, not in yourself anymore, just beside yourself.
Beside me, I'm right here.
Like where?
Oh my gosh, I can't thank you enough for taking me on this beautiful vacation.
I saved up for. I just wanted to be the best first date of your life ever.
This will go down in history as the best first date ever.
Yeah, I have a ledger. Yeah, and I can then write it in. You know, I managed to give someone the best first date.
Oh, you're so amazing. Oh my God. This is like, this is a dream come true. I have never been to a bistro in Paris before.
I know. I mean, it cost a fortune to fly us over here from like Illinois, but I just really wanted to put something good in the ledger.
No, you did. You did. You know,
I mean, it's really
I,
nice, isn't it?
it's so nice. And I want to hold your ruby hand.
You do? God, the
do.
gloves were a good buy.
They are. Oh, you look so happy.
What
Oh,
is there?
oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so nervous.
It's okay. I mean, I've never been sitting in they're pretty like cool people around.
Very cool. So cool. Look, oh my God, this is.
I'm gonna put that in my ledger too.
You should. Oh my God. This is so. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I mean, I may need to borrow some money for us to get back home, but
Oh, sure. Yeah.
wonderful.
I try to go to church.
Now Johnny Cash, the man in black, was at the Grand Ole Opry, drunk with ambition, whiskey and coffee, was dancing with demons. Nothing could stop him tonight, but it felt like a church. He said a little prayer.
Glass, half empty, half full, like human emotions, incandescent droplets, dripping beyond and beneath, the juxtapositions that kaleidoscope themselves across the last remnants of mortal reality and transcend mightily. They metamorphize into the Nexian grasp of emotion, into the depths of places metaphoric that only the human spirit can traverse.
If there's a prison riot, you're gonna get the hook. So tonight, you better kick off the lights, John.
I know that I'm not really like that good with money. And you're like this Miss Beautiful office.
Yes. Yes, it is. The wood, the leather, the big desk.
You look very smug.
I'm a glass half full kind of stockbroker.
I mean, like, so yeah, like really, what is life? What are ledgers? What is like, plus or minus, like in this is really a beautiful office you've got here. High up, really high up.
Thank you. That makes me feel terrific. I can't show you our ledgers if that's what you were asking.
Well, more, I was just going to say that my ledger is now, like, it's full of really good things I did, but money-wise, just, I know I'm a disappointment.
I'm picking up something you're not saying and wondering if you're asking for investment advice.
Well, like you're my financial advisor, but I think in this case I really would appreciate some like just general life advice at all, like just how to deal with the juxtaposition of my lack of money with this huge ambition I have to do the best in life.
Yes. Um, well, certainly writing good things in your ledger is a great start. But you know, in the finance world, if you're always having first dates and never following through, the investments don't grow so well, the money doesn't come in so well. It does take some patience and commitment.
You're still sore about our first date, right? just get it out there. You're still. I mean, I can see that. I mean, the advice you've been giving me has been pretty bad since.
Well, I admit, I didn't like just being another name in your ledger.
A great name.
Play on, Johnny, till the last note's gone. Play, John.
This kaleidoscope is amazing.
Yeah, I love looking at it.
Oh. Huh.
You just seem so confused lately.
Yeah, thank you for picking up on that. I am so confused. It's life. I just I need advice.
What kind of advice would you like?
I don't know. I've always kind of a pessimist. I'm not a glass half full person. I'm like the glass is almost empty.
I get what you're saying. So, I mean, I guess I can show some of my newfound humanity and offer you some,
Yeah, that would be awesome. Because yeah, I could use, dating advice would be fantastic.
oh, well, it helps to go out on more than just a first date.
Yes. I know. When we were little kids, up in our room and we talk about dreams of the future, I never thought I'd be so lonely.
Well, you got to go to Paris, you got to go to Australia, you went on all of these lovely first dates.
I did. But I haven't had a second date.
Yeah. Hard. It's hard. That ledger of guys you've been dating, they're just the wrong ledger.
You're right.
Maybe we need to count out on some other guys.
Maybe I'll just stop dating altogether.
I don't see that on your ledger. Yeah.
Right. Well, I guess, it's just not in the stars for me right now, but
the ledger says that you're going to go ahead and after your crash, you're going to return.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you for that advice. And you have given me hope.
God.
Or you can sing a ring of fire and how God cut you down about cocaine.
feeding on love, tugging at my heartstrings like the wreckage of galactic collisions as I desperately try to touch someone, someplace, somehow. It's an investment outside the realms of time, outside the counts of infinity, beyond the stars, beyond eternity, beyond infinity. We're not washed up. We're not washed up at all if we can grasp the heart and presence of one more human being along our journey.
There was just that one love that I couldn't grasp that sent me on this journey of ledgers.
And it was that one crash that was the major crash that taught me to have some humanity.
I looked at the kaleidoscope of life and I realized after all these first dates, I am not washed up at all.
I've discovered that being a wealthy stockbroker creates the possibility of being rich in love.
I realized that the pursuit of happiness is frivolous because happiness resides inside of us.
All this time I was bypassing the very thing that could lead me to fulfillment and joy. I was looking to the universe when I could have just looked at my own species, another human being.
You know, man, just getting bummed out is no good. I mean, I've never done well with crashes. I just try and stay up. And I propose a toast. Hey, looks like my glass is almost empty. Let's refill and just live, huh?
Let's live.
Let's live.
Let's live.
L'chaim!
L'chaim!
Let's take a bow! Who are you? Where are you from?
Everybody speak at once. I'm Nikki outside Boston, Massachusetts.
Susan, same.
Jackie calling in from Sarasota, Florida.
And I'm Jackie as well, and I'm from Wolverine Lake, Michigan. Yay.
I'm Reggie and I'm from just outside Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm Josh and I'm from Chicagoland.
I'm Ruddy and I'm streaming from Biloxi, Mississippi.
I'm Jim and I'm from Concord, New Hampshire.
And I'm Jeff, and all this stuff is just occurring inside my head in a basement. Thank you very much, and good night.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming to the Follies. We'll see you again next week.